Hey, it's a great day. I'm Energizer, and today is day 83 on the Appalachian Trail. So let's do this. So for today, I really don't know how the day is going to unfold. It could be one of the biggest days on trail. I could be summiting Mount Washington today. A little bit on that in a minute. But it has to do with mileage. When I left the campsite, it was over 11 miles to the top of Mount Washington. But that's not it. Once I commit to going up Mount Washington, I'm in the alpine zone and I've got to keep going. And that means I've got to get out of the alpine zone, and that's 18 miles total. And that includes going over Mount Madison, which is considered one of the toughest descents on the Appalachian Trail. And that would be at the end of the day or in the dark. And so there's one bailout point. I'll talk about that later. If it comes to that, but that's an iffy thing at best. So yeah, I don't know how the day is going to fold. It's going to depend on mileage. You know, how many miles can I do early on in the day, and then do I have enough time? If the trail's good, I mean, obviously it's going to be hard, but if it's good and I can do miles, I'll be all right. If I'm just doing a whole bunch of rock scrambling, I might have to be satisfied with just being set up to summit tomorrow. I don't like that option, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Now, for Mount Washington it's a big deal on the Appalachian Trail. You know, cue the music. It is considered the most dangerous mountain on the AT. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. 3 weather systems converge on the top of Mount Washington. And so it's had the highest recorded winds in the United States up there. And the weather can go from really nice to really bad real quick. So the weather is really critical. It's very, very critical. And it's just tough slog. I mean, it's just a hard mountain to get up, regardless of that. So that's one side of it, most dangerous mountain on the AT. The other side of it is you can drive your car to the top. Yeah, there's a road going up to the top of Mount Washington. And if you don't want to, put your brakes through that, getting down, there's actually a little choo-choo train that goes to the top of Mount Washington. So it's very popular with tourists. And when you're up there, there's a restaurant. So, yeah, it's kind of the different coins of the Appalachian Trail, the most dangerous, but also very touristy, and easy to get to. And so we'll see. We'll see what happens today, how it unfolds. Should be great. First view in the morning. Yeah, I kept looking around for the trail. I was going, no, this really can't be it. But, yeah, almost to the top of Mount Webster. That's been a rock scramble all morning. Pretty view. Real windy though. Oh, a giant toad. Wow. This guy's huge. This is the trail, and that would be considered class 3 bouldering. That's not even rock scrambling. Rough trail this morning, but great views. That's for sure. Those clouds. I think that's where I'm heading. And over here, another one of those huts. Mitzvah. Okay, I'm headed to the Mitzvah hut. They're gonna have some water, so I'm gonna grab some of that, but more importantly, gonna see if they got anything to eat. Yeah. This is what they look like inside the huts. Nice accommodations. I just finished with breakfast at the Mitzvah hut. I had potato soup with bread, pumpkin bread for dessert with a Snickers bar. Yeah, it was good. It was real good. And I got some water because they have treated water there. So I got some water. And I'm about 6 miles from Washington. So yeah, I'm gonna go for it. We'll see how the day goes. Should be wild. All right, entering the Alpine zone. Now I'm committed. You can see the trail. Just goes up along that ridge right there. Along here. Up to the top there. Back down. And then up into the clouds. Yeah. I don't know what that is, but it looks like a giant hotel room or resort. It looks really nice. Probably a little pricey. Has a golf course around it. If anybody knows, just add it to the comments. So I'm making my way up. Heading up Mount Washington, trying to get up there. You can see the clouds around. It's because of the 3 weather systems converging on top. It really has its own weather pattern up there. I don't know if I'm going to see any views when I'm up there. Okay. This is it. No more mountains in between. Just Washington. This is Lake of the Clouds hut on the base of Mount Washington. Mike from day 47, if you remember Mike, walked across the halfway mark with me. Well, Mike, 4 days ago, was staying in this hut 4 days ago. He's hiking the presidentials with a group of friends, and we were hoping, I mean, it would have been just pure luck. He made his reservations months and months ago to stay here, but you know, we were hoping I'd be here at the same time, but nope, missed each other by 4 days. This is one of the largest huts, AMC huts. It has 96 bunks, I believe, and very popular. Obviously, just right at the base. It's the most popular hut out of all of them. Stop. The area ahead has the worst weather in America. Many have died there from exposure, even in the summer. Turn back now if the weather is bad. White Mountain National Forest. I think I'm okay. Okay, done with Mount Washington. And the next trick is I gotta get over all that before I go to sleep. It's tradition for thru-hikers to moon the train as it goes by. And who am I to argue with tradition? I'm not going to film the next part. Where I came from. Still making my way around. The trail's been really rough since leaving Mount Washington. This is actually an easy part. That's where I came from. Down the ridge, around that, over here, still going. Madison Hut right down there. So closing out day 83 on the Appalachian Trail, went over Mount Washington. Huge day for that. Expected to do another 2 miles and go over Mount Madison and then down the other side to the Alpine Zone, but the rocks on the trail between Washington and the Madison Hut it just slowed me down to a crawl, absolute crawl. This was the bailout point that I alluded to earlier. Did not expect to get a place at the Hut, but there is a side trail here that can take me out of the Alpine Zone, and I was gonna get out of the Alpine Zone and then just lay down my stuff as soon as I could. But talking to an individual on the trail coming down, I knew there was a cancellation. There was one cancellation, and the people at the front didn't even know about it. They turned me away. They said, "Hey, we're full," and I said, "No, I think there was a cancellation." And the family that had the cancellation just happened to be in the dining room at the time, and they overheard our conversation and said, yes, there was. There's one bed that's open, and so I happened to get it, paid the money, treated myself for summoning Washington. Look, I haven't stayed in a hotel since Buena Vista, mile marker 809, over 1,000 miles ago. Stayed in hostels, but not in a hotel or anything, so I don't think anybody can say I'm platinum blazing. But this was a real treat to be able to stay in one of these hostels and celebrate going over Washington. So I'll go over Madison tomorrow, get down, and then continue on through the Whites tomorrow. It's gonna be great. See you tomorrow.